What's going on, guys? My name is YellowS2K and welcome to my favorite track to practice Supercross on here in Sim. This is the 2016 FAMMX Round 3 Kelowna Civic Center. This is a really cool track. It's really diverse. I mean, you start outside, split start, there's flat corners, rutted corners, big rhythms, triples out of corners, rollers, whoops. It's just a really cool track, and I feel like I just learn new stuff every time I play it. So just really pumped about that, but that's not the only thing. I'm actually also on the new 18 bikes. The new 18 dynos, rather. I'm on just some random old skin because I don't have a team skin right now with this 18 bike, but it just feels really good. And not only just the dyno, I also made some huge changes to my setup that have totally changed how I ride Supercross and how I can ride different corners and different rhythms, and it's just really working for me at the moment, and it just made a huge difference for me. So I'm surprised I didn't go down there, but I just am really feeling it right now and just pumped to be enjoying some Supercross, having a fun on a new track, new setup, new dynos. I've got Quentin on our team. He on Redline, if you guys don't know what team I'm on. He's making some awesome bikes. They're going to be Hondas, and they're going to be really clean, and he's just doing a killer job from the little teasers I've seen from him. It's just really sick, and just looking forward to the actual season. I plan on competing through the whole season. I'm shooting for a top 10 in AMs overall. That's my goal. It's not going to be easy at all. In fact, that's very difficult to do. The AM level is just so high at the moment that you never know, but I'm really shooting for that. You guys know me, I'm not totally about full speed craziness. I'm more trying to be consistent, and the speed, I think, will come with that, you know what I mean? So that's my goal, but I just feel really good. Now, the big change, for those of you guys that are wondering with my setup, I made a few changes, but the biggest one that made a change for me was changing my gearing, and it's kind of an unconventional setup. It was all because of Quentin. He actually had something messed up with his gearing, and he changed his gearing on accident to 0-0. Now, I normally run -1-1. That's a really happy medium. I think it's a really common setup for 450s in this game. Pretty generic. But then we decided, he told me to switch to this told me to switch to this 0-0 just to give it a shot. And I really like it. It is awesome. It is definitely different, but the big change it made for me was I can really get the power down in the corners without having the back end snap out. And you guys know how it is in Supercross. If that back end snaps out, it's really hard to get the right drive into these corners. And that's really what Supercross is all about. Being fast out of the corners and just getting into those triple ends or difficult rhythms and being consistent. If your back end's kicking out every time you try to charge through a corner, it's like, well, you're gonna struggle, you know? So it just made a really big difference for me, along with just some other changes. Damn. It is what it is, you know. I always struggle to talk and put together some really good laps. I have to, you know, dial it back a little bit when I'm trying to do like a live commentary, but they're just so much more fun to make that way, you know. We'll see. We'll see if I can speed it up. I actually really dig this track, so I think I can put in some decent ones. Let's try this line here. Triple in. I just feel so comfortable on this bike and out of those corners and getting that power down for those difficult triple ins that are so important. This track doesn't have as many of them that you have to hit because the alternative lines are pretty quick too. But yeah, man, just feels so good. And the bikes the new Hondas that Quentin is making, they're going to be clean, they're going to look awesome. I'm just really pumped for the team in general, and I'm just definitely feeling like I'm improving. It might not be groundbreaking, but you know how it is. Like when I compare where I am now to where I was last year, it's just night and day. I could barely get around Supercross tracks last year, so it's just really fun to just be improving. Even if I wad it up, I'm definitely getting there. I feel like I'm just a little ways away from being comfortable with competing and doing what I got to do to try to get some decent finishes. I'm not really looking to win, but you know, a top 10 is definitely doable. It's got to be the right race, and I'm definitely gonna have a lot where I'm not in that top 10, but you know, when you're talking overall and trying to be consistent, that's what it's all about, right? So that's what we're going for. I'm just really pumped, man. I'm really just getting excited for Supercross in general. Oh, dude, well, how am I fucking casing that? All right, I've got this. I got this rhythm down, believe it or not. I'm sure as shit not showing it, but let me see if we can just get through here nice and clean. I am not doing this justice at all. Triple, quad. I actually have that down, believe it or not. But I don't know, man. I plan on racing all the races and just really trying to improve. I improved so much outdoors from just racing. I never realized how much racing can help you improve. It's just really cool because you're forced to be consistent. You're forced to really focus in and do what you can do, and do that for an extended period of time in these long main events, especially outdoors when you're doing, you know, 20+2 motos. It's like, whew, that's a long time to be playing a video game, you know, and full concentration. So anyway, just getting really excited. I was reading an article at lunch at work today about just where Roxon is. I think it was a Transworld article, but it was just an interview, you know, and it was great. I mean, it was so cool, you know, with his whole story with getting injured, that terrible jacked up injury, and having him come back and he's confident and he's just working his ass off. It was just really cool. So it really made me want to play a little bit more sim, just because it got me a little bit more excited about Supercross. I'm getting my fantasy league going with, oh shit, I thought I was going to crash. My fantasy league at work, we do one just amongst ourselves at work and a few friends and things, and it's just really fun. We're all starting to bench race and talk about it and predict and shit talk, and so it's just that time of year where you can actually start to get excited about Supercross. And it's cool to have the outlet. I really love Reflex, and those games are a lot of fun, but there's nothing like riding the actual tracks before they come out in a game like Sim that you really... It's another level, let's be honest. I love Reflex, and it's great, and the guys are making amazing tracks over there. And the community is kind of coming back, and it's just going back to what it used to be, and I love that. But, big but, it is just not the same as the competition aspect and the realism and the difficulty of Sim. Let's be honest. So I just really love being able to ride the tracks and try to get better and watching practice of the real race, and just getting pumped about Sim. And it's just a pretty cool time for Sim, I think, is when the race seasons are in full swing. So anyway, that's what's on my mind at the moment, and just trying to improve a little bit. I'm working on a lot of different things, hot laps, specific things like seat bounces out of corners, and just, I know I need to pick up my intensity a little bit, but again, at the moment, the biggest thing for me is being able to get through a 15 lap or 20 lap, whatever they are, main event without any big issues. That's my biggest goal. I've learned that from the racing I have done. I've raced a good bit of Supercross now, and then raced a lot of outdoors, obviously, and the biggest thing is being able to ride a consistent pace. So that's what I usually work on. You know, it's Sim, it's difficult, I'm still crashing and shit, but overall, when the race comes and I'm focused in and I've put a ton of time in on a track and I've qualified, it's just a really fun process that I'm actually starting to feel moderately confident in. So we'll see. If I was going to either go over the bars or case that really bad. A little sketchy through there, but I just love the changes I've made. These 18 dynos are great. I don't even really know what the changes were with the 18 dynos, but I just know they feel really good. So yeah, what the hell. And again, I'm on the KTM. I heard that the Suzuki was really fast and the one to ride, but I don't know if I care. This KTM feels really good, especially with the changes I've made, and sometimes you gotta just go with it, right? Ooh, that was a really ugly section. I was trying to make up for it with case in a triple. Ooh, little case. We still got through it though. This is a crazy section. This section can definitely catch you out. That triple's a little bit difficult to hit since it's on that corner. Let's go all the way wide here. I've tried it a couple different ways. Into the tough blocks. Good thing they're invisible or ride-throughable. I'm going to try to charge a little harder on this one. That's what happens. Nah, I just screwed up. Ugh. Gonna have to slow up here. Let's actually start this lap over. Not that the lap time's gonna count anymore. But let's start this biatch over. Ugh. That double can be a pain. I can triple in there, but I just find that this line is consistent and pretty quick. I think if you're hitting that every lap smooth like that, it's like, I don't think you're going to have any issues. I'm going inside here. Sometimes I go too far inside there and it screws me up, so something to be just aware of, that I need to make sure I don't overshoot if I was racing, things like that. Still triple. Woo! Oh! Almost throwing it away. Such a fun, flowy Supercross track. Like, I know I'm not flying, but man, this just feels so cool. This is why Sim is amazing. Like, I've been pretty clear that I like outdoors more than Supercross, but when you're able to actually ride a Supercross track and feel that rhythm and land things pretty cleanly and get, I mean, the rhythms alone, if you're hitting them all and you have a line, even if it's not the biggest line, but you're hitting it every lap and it just feels good, and you put a lap together that's not complete shit, man, it's pretty awesome. You gotta be in that groove though, man, where things come at you and you just feel comfortable. Again, a little too far inside. Oh, can we still quad that? Ugly, but we got through it. I know there's some fun triple ins here, but this is some decent riding for me, so I can't complain. Like, there's a triple in there, but I love this line. That is just such a fun one. I love like the ski jump style of jumping down into this, I guess, out of the stadium. This section's pretty fun too. Just this double, triple, triple. Ah, I went for the triple and had to choke up, but again, didn't go down, and that's what it's all about, is minimizing those crashes. Even if you suck and you're struggling, it's like the goal is to minimize actually going down. Like, even that there, I know it was ugly and whatever, but I didn't hit the ground. You know, sometimes those crashes, I don't remember what people say. I think sometimes it's like 8 seconds, 8, 10, 12 seconds, whatever, depending on your legs off crash. It's like, dude, that is so much time to lose on a Supercross track. Anyway, guys, that is Kelowna Civic Center. Such an awesome track. So much fun. New 18 dynos, new setup for me, new skin coming for our team here shortly, and just a ton of fun. Looking forward to Supercross. Let me know what you guys think of this track, what you're looking forward to for Supercross in the real race, those of you guys that stuck around this long. It's just really, really cool. It's a great time for motocross, Supercross, dirt bike fans, right? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.